Welcome to Hey That's Me, a commentary podcast. I'm Patrick Cotner.
I am Brian Lynch. Patrick, I bet we have a really lame guest today.
Brian, joke's on you.
What?
This is a show where we do audio commentaries on movies and TV shows with people who worked on them who never got a chance to do them.
Yeah, so who's the lame wad guest that you booked?
Oh boy, Brian. Today we're doing the 50th anniversary Sesame Street special.
Oh my God, but not with anyone good.
Guys, it's with Ryan Dillon, who plays Elmo.
Elmo?
And this, he plays Lefty the Salesman. He plays Don Music. He plays a ton of characters.
Patrick, I'm eating my words.
I know. You look like a real fool right now.
I really do. He's amazing.
He's great.
Wow. Do you know that? Can I tell a quick story?
Absolutely.
Or should we save it until afterwards?
Let's save it till after.
Let's
Why
make
not?
people wait.
Okay.
I was not here for this one. This was one of Patrick's New York Groove episodes.
Yes.
I'm so jealous of this one. Patrick went and recorded with a guy from Fringe, and I'm like, okay, God bless you, but Elmo, come on.
Now we're talking.
I know. I love Elmo.
It's a really interesting episode. The 50th anniversary special is really fun, hosted by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. A ton of old characters come back that they hadn't used in years, and Ryan was one of the main driving forces behind making that happen.
Yeah, Lance Henriksen. They got him.
You love Lance Henriksen.
That's my new
his
Cameron Crowe.
His stuff on Sesame Street was really good.
Lance Henriksen?
Yeah.
Oh, that was interesting. He
Yeah.
was just so intense.
I mean, when he's Bishop, he sort of does look like a puppet
Yeah.
at some points because he gets his
do you
legs
remember
taken
the
off.
2 years of Sesame Street when they did Ernie and Bert and Lance Henriksen? What a weird idea. It was the weirdest one since Super Grover 2.0.
Yeah.
Maybe even weirder. Ernie and Bert seemed afraid of him the whole time.
That's very funny. Ryan's great though, and we really get into like what it's like working on a show 50 years into it, you know, because it's such an institution, and to be playing that character, which is an icon the world round.
I mean,
you know,
one of the top 5 most beloved characters.
100%,
top
easily.
2 for children.
Easily. Who's number 1?
Bluey?
Bluey? Yeah, I guess Bluey.
Yeah, but sleep with one eye open, Bluey, because Elmo's going to overtake you again.
Elmo coming for you.
By the way, mention the Fringe guy. Never seen Fringe, but love the guy who talked
Zach
to.
Orth.
I want to make
Yeah,
that clear.
we love Zach
Love
Orth.
Elmo more. Would love to write a buddy movie for Zach Orth and Elmo.
Yes.
What about that? What about Midnight Run with Zach Orth and Elmo? Elmo is, of course, Charles Grodin.
Sure.
Would you watch that? I mean, in a second.
Yeah,
Why am I
of course,
asking you?
of
Yeah.
course.
Like you love Zach and you love Elmo.
Yeah, I'm maybe the person that is the most, and I love Midnight Run.
That's so good. Great Danny Elfman score.
A great movie all around.
Perfect.
Every
movie.
single piece of it.
I just got the Blu-ray 4K.
It's good. I don't have the 4K. I have the Blu-ray.
Enjoy
suck.
Enjoy the more pixelated Charles Grodin face.
This episode, you can watch it online. I think it's still streaming on Max, but you can watch it online. And I'm going to put the link in the description for the episode so you can watch it that way, because there's a few different versions that they put out. There's
really?
like longer versions and shorter ones. And the one that we did has a lot of like celebrities showing up at the end saying, my favorite Sesame Street memory is blah, 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 blah. But some versions don't have that.
And when we come back from this episode after the commentary, we're going to tell you our favorite Sesame Street memory.
Ooh, okay, here we go. So sync it up. You'll be able to press play at the same time. We're going to count down from 3. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we are, Ryan Dillon. We're looking at Astoria.
Yes.
Very close to where I used to live, very close to Kaufman.
Oh, did you live in Astoria?
I did.
Really?
I did. I lived on 48th between 30th and 31st.
Wow, you were close to
It was
Kaufman,
extremely
Astoria.
close, yeah.
Wow.
I would go to Momi all the time.
Yes.
Go to that Regal Cinemas over there all the time.
Still there.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know about the Tacuba restaurant across
No.
from... Oh, there was a great Mexican restaurant that used to be The Cup, which was a diner we'd go to.
Yes,
You know about The Cup.
I know about the Cup.
We would go there all the time when we were working. So that turned into a Mexican restaurant that then became the place we went to every time we
okay.
were working. And it just closed. And the production is... everybody's freaking out.
Yeah.
What are we going to do for food?
Yeah.
Because in Kaufman, Astoria, that area of Astoria is not like food heavy.
No, not at all. There's chains.
There are
chains.
chains.
You got like a Chili's or an Applebee's.
You got like a
and then
Panera.
Yeah, yeah. Can I tell you a quick Cup story?
I wish you
Related
would.
to this.
I wish
which
you
is
would.
Great. I went to Sesame when I was a kid. Carol invited me. I met him at a book signing for his book when it came out. And he goes, if you ever want to come. So we go. It's him and my dad. And he goes, okay, we're going to go to the Cup for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a child.
Sure.
I'm 10 maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever. Somewhere around there. And not used to the big city. Not used to fancy foods.
Yes.
So we're looking at it. They order burgers. I order a BLT.
Uh-huh.
In my 10-year-old brain, I think, oh, it's a burger with lettuce, tomato, and
Oh,
bacon.
no. Okay.
And then it comes out and I'm like, where's the burger? And they all laughed at me so much. And that is my Cup memory.
Well, I mean, that's in hindsight, it's a good memory. Maybe it wasn't at the time.
Yes. No, it was fine.
Did you sit at the big booth? There used to be a big old booth in the front window.
We sat. It was a booth. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
People are gonna love this cup
This is
talk.
very
right?
niche.
Yeah,
very
it's
niche.
very niche.
So 50th anniversary.
Yes.
A big deal.
Yes, very big deal. We were very busy that year. We went all over the place promoting the 50th. We did the special and a ton of other stuff. And this was a really fun special to shoot. It was a very happy set. The vibes were really good. And
everyone was there.
Everyone was there.
Every human is in this. Like, it's crazy.
Yes. And we nearly got Frank too, actually. I meant to say we
really?
nearly got Frank Oz. The guy in the cab was supposed to be Frank.
Oh.
But he couldn't make it work.
Sure.
But yeah, everybody came back for the most part. There were a couple people that couldn't make it, but it was a big family reunion. And Fran came back because Fran Brill, who had played Prairie Dawn and Zoe and like hundreds of other Muppets, had recently retired at that point, but she came back to do a little bit of stuff in it. So it was just it was good to see everybody.
Of course.
Right? Because like you said, the human cast members were all there and we hadn't seen some of them for a while. So it was...
like Linda.
Linda
when
was
last
there.
time Linda was there? You know? It's amazing.
It was really great.
Yeah.
It was great.
Was this the same year as you did the Comic-Con panel?
Yeah, probably.
Right, because I saw you guys there. I was at the rehearsal for that.
Yes.
Because Bobby Moynihan invited me.
That was great. I loved that.
It was so cool.
That was really fun. I'm pretty sure that was the same year. I don't remember what we did first, but it was. Yeah. We definitely.
You have a lot of characters in. Well, there you are, of course.
There he is.
Hey, that's you.
There he is.
You have a lot of characters that come back, and we'll talk about it through it, that are legacy characters that have not been seen in a while.
Yeah.
And I remember at the Comic-Con thing, you were very excited because you're like, it's Don music.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
It was like it was great because it was an opportunity to finally get these characters back out. And we knew people would really appreciate that.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And especially people that haven't, because I think sometimes we forget because we're so close to it. People aren't watching Sesame Street all the time if they're in their 30s.
Yeah.
But they'll watch the special and go, oh my God, I forgot about so-and-so. Yeah. I love that guy. Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was the host and he was great. He was such a, he was a great choice for this because he's like a super fan and he had a really good time.
He was like attached to the Fraggle thing for a while
At
too.
this very moment, he was attached to the Fraggle. When we were shooting this, I remember we talked a lot about that. I was kind of like talking to him about some stuff. But he was getting ready to do a Fraggle movie and
wild.
Yeah, it didn't work out, but he does love the Muppets, which is
you can tell.
Clear, right?
It's very clear that he is having the freaking time of his life.
Yeah.
One of my things, we should say this to people, there are subtitles on this.
Yes.
But it was put through an auto subtitler thing.
Oh,
so a lot of them are wrong.
Okay.
Which is great.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you get starstruck by people anymore on the show? Or in general, I guess. You see so many
Not
people.
Really.
Yeah.
It's very, 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 very rare.
Yeah.
There are some people that, like when we would go to the White House during the Obama administration, that was like, what is happening?
Yes.
And how are these people so kind?
Yes.
And it was that was amazing.
Yes.
But not really because, you know how it is. You end up working with them and they just kind of become... What the coolest thing is, and we always, I never think about it till it happens. People get really starstruck by the puppets.
Yeah, of course.
And the thing they always say is, I've worked with a lot of people, but I've never had, that's that kind of thing, which is really, it's flattering.
Yeah. And I assume everyone wants to talk to you.
Right.
As soon as they see the puppet, they're like, well, I'm going to talk to them.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
What year did you start? Because you were very young.
I started in 2005.
Wow. Okay.
And I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I was 17, I think, when I first started. And I was doing, like assisting work, right hands and chickens and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm the green guy. I remember being back there and I'm moving a lot for an old man. But I remember this very well because this was one of the first things we shot.
Yeah.
And we all were like, oh, this is going to be good.
Sure.
Because everybody was there that day and it just felt this, right?
Yes.
Like it just felt like, oh, this is that community thing that
Yes.
always loved about the show, and everybody. It was really nice to have the cast members there because I think they enjoyed it. I think they enjoyed because they hadn't seen each other in a while.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know?
Yeah. Emilio, I used to live in Stuytown.
Yes.
And Emilio lived in Stuytown.
Yes.
And I would be like sitting at a bench or a table or something, and he would just come sit down next to me.
Oh.
And it would be one of those things where you're like, he's right next to you. This is
Yeah.
crazy. Why? This is so weird that he's just right here. He is the person in my neighborhood,
Yep.
you know? Yeah.
And he is, I mean, this is the thing I always say about
Yeah.
the cast members. They are those people.
Yeah.
They are not acting.
Yeah.
Emilio was that guy. Every time you saw it, hey, Ryan,
That's
how's
great.
it going? I mean,
Yeah.
he was just so, and Bill Irwin. I mean, there's
Yeah.
just all these people are so, that if like going back to your question of being starstruck, those are the people I was like, wow, these people had a major effect on me as a child.
Yeah.
And to work with them and be in scenes with them and to realize that they're very good people
Yeah.
was,
It's a nice feeling.
it's a very nice
Yeah.
feeling.
I mean, you assume they would not still be there after 50 years.
Exactly.
If they were not.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fun to be around at the very
Right.
least. Did
Right.
they shoot them all out in one day? Do you remember?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because we shot this, I'm going to say this was at least a week of shooting.
Yeah.
It was probably a week. And they were there for a good chunk because then they came back. I know they're at least, no, I
Because
think
they're in the end song.
they're in the end. And I think there's a couple people throughout.
Yeah,
There's some song moments and stuff.
What's it like working with kids on this show?
It's great. I
Yeah.
mean, every kid's different, right?
Yeah.
So some of them are very professional and they've been on a set before and they
Sure.
know what they're doing.
Sure.
But then others are just so in awe of it,
Of course.
that
Yeah.
they don't, because it's a lot to take in for an adult.
Yes.
Not
It's very colorful. It's very big. Like
And
that studio's
the
big.
dichotomy of one side of the room is this beautiful neighborhood and the
Yeah.
other side is this dark, cold studio.
Yes.
Right. And some kids are just they're not equipped for that.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the nice thing is because we've got the characters there, we can kind of, if there's any issues, they can
Sure.
be eradicated pretty quickly. But but it's great having kids on the show. My favorite thing to do with the kids is when we're doing the interview style stuff,
Yeah.
where it's like off the cuff.
Yeah.
Because that's when they are the most themselves.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Do you have a favorite character that's not yours? Like, are
Well,
you
I
excited
always-
when everyone shows up?
I always say that Grover was my favorite
Yeah.
growing up. Grover and Guy Smiley were my
Yeah.
guys. I
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
They were just, for some reason, I loved Grover because, first of all, he's the Cadillac of all the puppets. He's the most wonderful puppet to perform.
Sure.
Because I talk a lot about, as a puppet builder, I'm always very conscious of the engineering behind the puppets and the engineering inside the puppets. They have to fit your hand.
Yeah.
And he fits your hand just perfectly. His design is great. And I just love his character. So he's usually the one I say.
That's great. I'm sure he's
Um,
very light too.
Very light.
There we go.
Yeah. So this was funny because I came out to the floor. None of these classic characters were assigned.
Yeah.
It was just, there was a list of Anything Muppets that, I should explain that Anything Muppets are the characters that are almost like Mr. Potato Heads in the Sesame Street world, so that they're blank heads that you could create faces for. And so a lot of the characters like Don Music, and in the early days, The Count was one of those. A lot of those characters are Anything Muppets. So they had to be reassembled for this.
Because like Don Music and Guy Smiley
are the same head, basically.
Yeah.
And so at any rate, they had a list. Henson had a running list, and I think Matt kind of helped them with the list. And I had some characters I threw in of like, here's the people that you should really try and rebuild if you can.
Yeah.
And they got most of them. So when we were shooting this, I wasn't initially in the shot with Don Music, but I got called out to the floor. And Matt just looks at me and he goes, you can either be Harvey Knee Slapper or Don Music. And it was one of those choices you have to make in the moment. You're like, I don't even know what this means, but okay, Don Music. And so I had no prep time.
Sure. It sounds great.
Thank you.
It sounds really good.
It's fine. It's one of those where it's certainly not exact.
Of course.
But I just love his character.
Yes.
I love his, and I love the look. He's very classic Henson design.
Yes.
The
hair is great.
The hair,
on him.
the glasses, the eyes in the glasses. There's
Yeah.
something really like, I just love the look of him.
Those glasses, I feel like, do you remember the puppets that came out in the 70s that you were like mass produced?
Yeah.
You could buy them. And there was an Anything Muppet
with
one with
glasses,
those glasses.
right?
Yeah.
It was kind of like a Muppet trademark
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah. Do you have a Harvey Knee Slapper?
in my body.
Yeah. But do you think you could?
I could probably do it. Well, that was the other thing. Because Eric was the other guy that was with me, and I was like, well, I looked at him and he seemed relatively indifferent. Sure. And I was like, well, you can laugh. You're a good laugher. And he did it. He did it great. I mean, the thing about Harvey Kneeslapper is I thought, oh, well, Don Music, you could do a lot more with him. Harvey Kneeslapper.
He's got his thing.
Right. He's got his thing and he's going to go in and laugh.
Yeah.
And actually, you're reminding me, we haven't really used, I'm one of those pigeons too. I remember this because we shot this in LA.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he told us a story this day, Nile Rodgers, that one of his very first gigs in New York was he had to come in and do a session day. No, it wasn't a session day. He had to come into a studio and play live. And it was some kid show. And he came in and he looked at the sheet music. He's like, people in your neighborhood, what is this?
Whoa.
Because he was just a gigging performer.
Of course.
And he was on like the first week of Sesame Street just as a session player. And he played live with Joe Raposo on the day.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And so he was really happy to do this.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Did they know that when they got him? Do you think? That's crazy.
No, he told us on the day and we were like, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you like doing like a bird or a monster in the background? Like,
it's fun for me because I rarely get the opportunity to just do something dumb in the back.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. So it is fun because there's no responsibility behind it. So I love it.
Are you trying to upstage, or are you like? what is the line that you're?
Oh no,
you're
yeah.
riding?
It's a contest, and someone will win. And that is we all do it to each other. It's kind of it's like our weird love language where like you get really mad if Peter or somebody or Stephanie does something super funny. You're like, damn it, you did the funny thing.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's just one of those things that it's an added fun element.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's got to be fun, like going to shoot in other places too.
It is fun
because like you're in Kaufman so much.
Yeah.
That like going out to do it somewhere else is just like must be a breath of fresh air.
And it's especially great when you have a crew, because one of the tricky things when you shoot outside of Kaufman is that our crew knows how to shoot the show really well, and it's hard to shoot puppets if you've never shot them before from every department. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So when you get a crew that really gets it, and we do like in LA, we've got a group of people who really understand. Sure. So yeah, but it is really fun. And then it's also just a good opportunity to get people we wouldn't get in New York.
Yeah.
We used to do, for a good long while there, we did like a word of the day kind of thing. We'd go to LA for a week, and we used to call it Celebrity Car Wash because we'd get about 8 celebrities a day, and they'd come in and do
every half hour. You switch out.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. It's kind of what I'm doing here with this podcast.
Right. You're doing,
let's grab them all.
It's
in
a
New
car
York.
wash.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'd get a ton of people that just aren't available in New York.
Yeah. There's another example.
Mumford,
anything Muppet being,
yeah,
same
I'm
head as the
remember
count.
who was doing Mumford at this point. It might be Matt, but I don't.
Oh,
recall.
interesting.
Or I can't
because it
remember.
was John Kennedy for a while.
It might
right?
be John Kennedy.
Yeah,
it might be John Kennedy.
What do you miss from Sesame Street that you wish would come back? Either a character or like a recurring thing or part of the street?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, these guys, the cast members, to me, I think are really vital. And it's one of the things that we talk about a lot as the Muppet performers is that in order for the Muppets to do their job the best on the show, they need a comic foil that isn't a Muppet. And so, there's certain cases where Ernie and Bert, that's obviously a comedy duo, but they are so good at playing straight.
Yeah.
That I love when we get to do that.
Mm-hmm. Are you puppeteering Roosevelt too?
So I used to to perform Roosevelt Franklin because I love him.
Yeah.
He's another one of my absolute favorite.
He's the one in the back right now. You can see him.
He's in the sweater and he's dancing. I adore him. Oh, there was also supposed to be a runner, or maybe it is in here, that Joseph Gordon-Levitt kept confusing Don Music for Guy Smiley. And we decided that they're brothers or they're related somehow.
That's funny.
And I should say that the baker that just went by.
Yes.
That was a conversation on the set because that's a reference to a Jim Henson short film from the first season. And Jim did the voice of the baker in the original film. And there was this conversation of, well, can we just get someone else to do it? I was maybe going to do it for a minute. And then I said, no. We need to we have to get the audio.
Yeah.
Because it's not, that's important.
Of course.
And Jim needs to be in this somewhere.
Yeah.
And so luckily the Henson Archive found the original audio tracks.
Oh, wow.
Like he saved everything. So they went back and found everything.
That archive has got to be insane.
Yeah, it is insane.
That's crazy.
It's insane. It's the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I used to do Roosevelt because I just loved him so much and I wanted him back. I just felt like for the 50th, he's such a meaningful character to so many people. And it's funny because for me, it started with I just had a puppet as a kid of him and I didn't really know who he was, but he was on all this stuff.
Sure.
And then as I got older, I figured, oh, wow, this character has like a crazy, amazing history.
Yeah.
And so I did it a couple times. I did it with Matt Robinson, who created Roosevelt Franklin and did the voice. I did it with his daughter and son a few times.
Yeah.
And they were
Holly Robinson Pete
and Matt Robinson Jr., who were very, they kind of like passed that they were okay with me doing. They were very happy that I was doing it.
Yeah.
And so, but it just got to the point where I was like, there's another person who's better for this job that is not a white guy.
Sure.
And, you know, when the time comes, I know he will come back. We will find someone to do him because I am pretty emphatic that he should be around.
Of course.
Just because he's a fun character and he's another one of those great Muppet designs.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Like it's very simplistic.
Yeah.
But it's very clear.
Well, it's just I assume there's no foam in the head. Like
there's a little.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about that puppet is
it's so small though. That's why I assumed that.
That's right. Yeah. So there's very little foam.
Yeah.
But it's funny because the first time I had him on, I don't remember. It wasn't for this. It was for something else. It may have been in LA. Oh, that's what it was. Paul F. Tompkins was a guest. He did one of those Word of the Days. And they asked every person, who's your favorite character? Yeah. And his was Roosevelt Franklin.
Oh, wow.
So they built Roosevelt Franklin to surprise him. And and I should say that Chris Knowings did the voice.
Yes.
So he would loop the voice. So we did it for that. And then I looked at the puppet, and all the puppets are tagged and cataloged. I looked at the puppet and it said Roosevelt Franklin won 1969. Like, this puppet is from 1969. Wow. It's crazy.
Because there's nothing in it that would deteriorate except for maybe that little bit of foam.
There's like a little foam skull that you could easily replace.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, so.
Do you have a favorite type of puppet to build? Like, that's a very vague question, but.
Well, no, it's a good question.
Yeah.
I really like building. Well, first of all, I like building small puppets because I also think, you know, when I produce content, it tends to be in smaller, shorter form. Yeah. And small puppets are great for.
You should plug your Instagram. TikTok and all that stuff.
I will do that. But I really like small, flexible puppets. Something that has a lot of movement to it. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of like live hand puppets just because they're harder to do. Sure. They hurt more. Yeah. You've got two hands in the air. Yeah. But I love small things that have a lot of movement in the head and the mouth and stuff like that. But yeah, I have with my creative partner Mark Gale, we have a production company called Dillon Gale Studios, and we have an Instagram account that's short puppet comedy bits with characters, and
it's very fun.
It's really fun. We have a good time. So,
have you ever eaten one of these cookies?
No, but some people have. Yeah. There are some celebrities who were told don't eat the cookie, and then they ate the cookie, and then they regretted it. Yeah. And luckily, there are some actual real ingredients in it. The problem is there are some not real. Yeah. They're spray painted a little bit, right? So you're not gonna go to the ER, but you probably should.
And it's because the oils are bad for
correct.
The puppet,
So Laura McLean, who's one of the puppet wranglers, has a system in place of how she's got a recipe for the cookies, and she makes them in her apartment. And there's a very specific recipe, and there are some. It's the recipe looks like a cookie recipe until it doesn't, and but
sawdust,
spray
paint,
pretty much, but she also uses one of my favorite things. A little trivia thing is that the chocolate chips are brown hot glue, which is such a clever.
I never would have thought of that.
Right?
That's a great.
It's really
That's why she's
very
good at her job.
Yeah, she's very good at her job. I should also say Telly's one of my favorite characters.
He's so great.
I love Telly so much and Marty Robinson so much. I just think he's one of the funniest, smartest people on the planet. He's so good.
And has had a crazy career.
He's done everything.
Horrors, everything.
He's done it all twice.
Yes. That's one of the great Elmo looks. How do you do that?
It's very simple. There's a bar in his head that connects both of his eyes.
Okay.
they're kind of screwed into a wooden bar. So you can do one of two. You can either I would either use my index finger to go to cock it to the side.
Sure.
Or I would use my middle finger to get them both up as if he was looking up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you have to prepare mentally to do it.
Sure.
You have to take a second to go, I'm going to do that in a second.
Is it just second nature at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And this was a big old thing. Kermit was back.
Yeah. Did everyone just hang around set that day?
Yes.
Like, that feels like a day where...
So I was with Matt for this.
Yeah.
And it was a crazy thing because nobody... well, let me think. Let me just get the story right. We were shooting this and we had a bunch of guests coming through and we didn't know who was coming. And I believe it was Cheryl and Heather Henson.
Yeah.
And by the way, Elvis Costello is there and Diana Krall is there. It was just one of those, like, what is happening? Every time you turn the corner, you're like, what's happening? But Heather Henson and Cheryl Henson, Jim's daughters, just happened to show up on this day. And they just happened to show up at this very moment.
Wow.
When they started singing Being Green.
Oh my God.
And everybody was like, whoa, this is weird. This is weird.
It feels right.
On the 50th special. Like, it was just it was
wild.
But yeah, I just thought that this was a great addition. I'm so glad that he was involved. I'm really Matt does a great performance. And also having Elvis Costello there is like,
I know.
What?
But that's sort of the joy of that show.
Yes.
Is like everyone wants to do it.
Yes.
You know?
Well, that's the other thing. You know, people always ask, like, who's the most difficult?
Yeah.
Nobody, because everybody who's there wants to be there by and large, right? They wouldn't say yes if they didn't want to do it.
Nobody says, I hate Sesame Street.
Right. Or if they do, we don't see them.
Of course. Yeah.
Right? We'll never see them.
Because why would they do it?
Right.
Yeah.
But this was really cool. They did this live and someone was playing like a Fender Rhodes right off of the frame. I remember that. It may have been one of Elvis's guys, but
I imagine it because you guys don't do a lot of live singing,
right? And he sang this live.
Yeah, it's probably got to be hard to be lying on the ground, and
it's not great.
Yeah,
but it is a fun challenge.
Sure,
because we never get to do it, but you do have to think a little harder about vocal placement and stuff like that.
What's your ideal puppeteering position?
Well, it's not this because I was in there with Matt.
Oh, wow.
And I think Warwick was too. I'm doing Kermit's hands. And this is an uncomfortable position. Yeah. I kind of love it in there because I always feel like it's worth being uncomfortable to make it look that beautiful.
It looks so cool.
So I'm always saying, put Elmo on the steps. I want to get in there because it looks so great.
Yeah.
But it's very claustrophobic and very dark and very tight. But this is funny because this was when Heather and Cheryl were there, and Elvis wanted a picture with Kermit, and then Heather and Cheryl wanted a picture with Kermit and Elvis, and Matt wanted a picture with Elvis, Heather, and Cheryl. So he says, "Can you just put Kermit on for the picture?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Sure." So I'm under there and I'm taking the picture. Matt goes up on the steps, and it was that cognitive dissonance thing. I'm looking at the monitor, and I'm under the steps. I'm like, "What is happening?"
Yeah.
There was a lot of that on this,
and also
special.
like, "Oh, Kermit's here,"
and Kermit's here too.
Like, "Oh, it's me." Wait a second.
When my hand moves, he moves. But yeah, it was just there was a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it feel weird when someone goes like, I don't know, Eric's doing someone else in the scene and he's like, can you just hang on to Grover for a little bit?
Right.
Is that strange? Like, do you feel
Not
like...
to me, because I'm one of the people that luckily they trust to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I like the challenge of it. You know, I like the challenge of, well, how does Grover move?
Yeah.
Or how does or whoever.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of us who tend to do that more than others, and it's not ideal because it's never going to be what they would do.
Yeah.
But I do like the challenge of it.
This is a cool shot. You don't see that shot very often.
It's very rare that we shoot up on that. I don't even know what we call it, but above the garage, because the lights, the grid is literally like 8 feet above it. So it's very hard to shoot up there.
Because it is a big room, but it's also not a big room.
Yeah, some of it's giant and some of it's very cramped.
Yeah. But they fit so much stuff in, which is really amazing.
They sure do. I remember this was really cool because something here, I think what's coming up right after this is Bob and Loretta singing
People in Your Neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was in this set with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
This is kind of a sad story, but I was watching them do it outside. I think they whip pan to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking, oh, it's a cut. We shot them together.
Yeah.
But I remember looking at this and thinking, this is the last time they're going to sing this together.
Yeah.
And I get to be here to see that.
That's crazy.
It was amazing. And what was great is Loretta is fiery in the most fun way possible.
I'm sure.
She's very sassy. And when Joseph Gordon-Levitt came around, every time after the take, she would go, who are you? Why are you on my street? It was the funniest thing. Look at her.
Great.
I mean, she's so
very
good.
funny. Yeah.
She's very funny.
Very expressive eyes. Which
Yes.
is so good.
I love her. And I remember at the after party, I hung out with her a lot.
Yeah.
And she was excited about Roosevelt Franklin because she
Oh,
played
sure.
Roosevelt Franklin's mother.
Yes.
And so we were talking about that, and she was just so happy that he was back. And then she proceeded to sing the entire,
Oh my God.
basically the entire record of Roosevelt Franklin's mother. She knew it back to front.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's
just why, I mean, there's so many people on that set. Even still, there are people who have been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
Is Frankie still?
Frankie Biondo he retired as of maybe like a year or two ago, 2 seasons ago. But yeah, he was our camera one operator since day one.
It's wild.
And I'm trying to think if there's any other day one people. Dick Maitland, who does our sound effects, he's probably like a day 8 guy.
Yes.
He started in the first season, and he's just amazing. He does the voice of Slimy.
I mean, it's a good gig.
It's a great gig, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
and also as the seasons get shorter, I'm sure it's a little bit easier to handle for
exactly
those guys.
But yeah, like Pam Marciero, who plays Grangetta, she's been with the show since I think the early 80s.
Yeah. It's wild.
It is. But yeah, it's just that was the other nice thing about the clam. For some reason, the clam always shows up in the laundromat. And nobody knows why. We don't explain it.
Sure.
We just always say, "Oh, where's the clam? We gotta get the clam." I don't know how that started.
How many puppets do they have on site at Kaufman? Do they leave them there?
No,
or
no, that's not true. They do.
Yeah.
They will during production. They'll have all the main characters in a storage room.
Sure.
As well as they used to assemble AMs per episode.
Mm-hmm.
Now they assemble like 10 for a season.
Sure.
So they'll be there. And then any other ancillary characters that we prefer to have around.
Okay. Like the clam.
Like the clam. But I would say it's probably a quarter of what the Sesame Street puppets are at Kaufman Astoria.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, at the workshop. Because
Sure.
the Muppet Workshop is just blocks away from the studio. And we shot this at a totally different... This was not supposed to be, if I'm recalling correctly... This was not meant to be a part of the special. I think this was a segment on the season. And it got held back for some reason that I don't remember. But we shot this at a very different time. And that's why you don't see all those balloons and the confetti stuff.
This is why people listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
This is the dirt that people want.
This is real dirt.
The street sign's there. Look
Street
at that.
signs.
They found it.
Well, that was our big thing. We were like, well, wait a minute. The whole thing's about them losing the street sign. And there it is.
Yeah.
But this was fun.
Yeah.
This was fun.
I'm trying to remember, when I interned there, I was there 2011 through 12, I think.
Yeah.
Train was there.
Right.
That was like the one big celebrity that came in. They shot that. It was like the gang goes into a video game, which became like a DVD. It was like Elmo's Alphabet Adventure or something like that. And then they shot the stuff for the hallway at the Sesame offices, like the picture frames.
Oh, okay.
That they were all like popping
Oh,
into.
I was there for that.
Yeah.
What I remember about that is, so we built, it was the shoot that they did for, it was an internal shoot.
Yeah.
They did, what was it? It was different characters singing songs to people who would be greeted in the Sesame Workshop offices.
Yeah.
And they'd be in picture frames, but it was video picture frames, kind of like Harry Potter style.
Yes. And they would talk to each other.
And they talked to each other. And I remember my biggest memory from that day was, I don't remember what I was doing, but I remember Carol Spinney was there to do Big Bird and Oscar and a frog. And he was the happiest I've ever seen him because he finally had a puppet on that wasn't Big Bird or Oscar.
Yeah.
And he had a great time just being an anything Muppet frog.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was also there for as of today, Frank's last day.
Yeah.
I was there for Jerry's last day.
Right.
It was like last day on set.
Right.
But it was a very weird time because Fran was about to like leaving soonish. There were a lot of people who were like soon out,
ready
after
to
that.
go. Yeah. Fran, I think Fran left in, I think maybe a season prior to this. But yeah, luckily we were able to we did a whole special that kind of like revolved around Prairie Dawn and Cookie Monster, which was good to get a nice big thing for Prairie. Because she's another one I love. I think Prairie Dawn is such a great character.
And Stephanie's great. I'm so happy that she's doing it.
She was one of those people that like Stephanie we all knew it.
Yeah.
Because there was an audition process. We're like, Stephanie's going to be Prairie Dawn because it just, and she had filled in for Fran a lot. And Fran kind of knew, I think, that she wanted to give it to Stephanie. And that was the nice thing, too, is that Fran was involved in the audition process.
Oh, that's nice.
So she was able to say,
I
want this person, I want Jen to do Zoe, and I want Stephanie to do.
It's a weird thing that a lot of other shows don't have.
Right.
Like, it's rare that someone else, unless it's like an animated show, I guess.
Right.
Where you're like auditioning your understudy a little bit every single day.
Well, and it's also the very last thing we ever want to do, right? It's thing where we're like, of course, do we really? Because there's some characters that have never been recast because we don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and it's also so much a part of the performer.
Yeah.
Like I think about like Joey Mazzarino with Murray. Like who's going to do that other than him? That was him.
Well, it's a very specific voice, too.
Very specific voice, but also his personality and just his improvisation.
And Stinky. Where's Stinky?
Stinky the Stinkweed. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I love him so much. And we've talked about having him back. But and he's made cameos.
Sure.
But again, it's just I think nobody wants to tackle it.
Of course.
You know?
I get it. Yeah.
This was another thing we shot in LA.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I think a different time. And I should say that our director for this was a guy named Jack Jameson, who I just worked with again yesterday, and he's fantastic. He started working with us on a show called The Furchester Hotel that I did in the UK. And he's just one of these guys that gets it.
Yeah.
He gets how to shoot Muppets.
Yeah.
He understands that it has to be comedy led and everything else happens around it. And he's just great.
Was he an outside guy?
Yeah, he was outside until Furchester.
Okay.
And then David and I went back to the States and told everybody in production, you need to get this guy. He's brilliant.
Oh, wow. Is he British?
He's British.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's an amazing director.
It feels like they use a lot of inside people for that kind of stuff, too.
It's rare that they have people from the outside come in because it's such a specialized thing, right? Like shooting the show is hard.
Is this you, too?
Yes. So Lefty, this is a funny thing because I believe, if I'm remembering right, I think this was supposed to be Frank.
Oh, wow.
But I'm now second guessing that.
Yeah,
I think he may have, I think this was written for him because there were other characters that were written for that they didn't have the puppets for.
Sure.
Like there was a whole scene with like, if you remember Sam the Machine.
Oh, yeah.
He was in this, but they didn't have all of him. Like they didn't have his head.
Yeah.
And so
where is that?
Where is it? And so Lefty, I think, was written maybe after that, if I'm remembering right. And I did ask to play Lefty.
Yeah.
I went up to Matt and I was like, I saw he's in the script. I really want to do Lefty.
Yeah.
I love him so much. And he's like, well, I was going to give it to David. And then David walked into the room. He's like, what are you talking about? Give it to Ryan.
Yeah.
He needs to do this.
Yeah.
Which I was very grateful for.
I mean, he looks great.
He looks great. And he's just like, he's such a fun puppet to play. You can really get a lot out of him in the vision. Because Frank did so much without saying a lot with Lefty, right? It's a lot of looking around and observing.
Yeah.
And I love this whole thing of making sure that the guy's not coming. Right? I love that. Who's the guy that he's afraid of seeing? Is it a cop? Who is it?
I mean, he's a guy, I feel like a lot of people say about Miss Piggy where they're like, in your brain, she bats her eyelashes.
Yes.
He's a guy where you're like, in your brain, his eyes move.
He's shifty.
But they don't.
Yes.
They don't. It's just it's all through the face moving.
Yeah, I love doing Lefty. I don't really get to do him a lot because obviously whenever his name comes up, half of the people in the workshop are like, I don't know about Lefty. But, you know, it's funny. We had a conversation about it on the day because Lefty curriculum was not particularly thrilled about him being in the special, but they said he could be in the special if the characters know his name.
Oh, wow.
If he is a known entity in their life.
He's around.
Yeah.
He's
around. Like, okay, that's a concession we're all willing to make.
He lives on the other side of the street where you don't see a lot of.
Yeah.
That's funny.
This was LA too. This is when we shot the Nile Rodgers thing. So it's that same set. And it's meant to be the rooftop of 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sure.
And I'm doing I think I was with Peter for this on Ernie, and we were just running around that set.
Mhm.
I remember this was one of those things where I don't know if Jack directed this segment, but they said, okay, you got to get this in 30 minutes, and if you don't, we're cutting it.
Oh, wow.
And it's hard to shoot a puppet song in 30 minutes, which is why there's a lot of cutaways.
Yes, sure.
But it was one of those, if you don't get it in like 2 takes, we're moving on to the next piece.
That's
and luckily
a shame, because it's such a song that's
important.
People want to hear this song.
Yeah.
Are you good at playing instruments on puppets?
No, I'm really bad at it.
I mean, I was watching to see if your fingers moved.
I'm awful. And I told him, I was like, don't trust me. I don't know anything. I played flute for 3 months when I was a kid. But it's so funny. I'm always asked to do it. Like I had to do Kermit's banjo a bunch. I had to play Kermit's banjo in front of Steve Martin at a benefit for Steve Martin. And that was really scary. And I was freaking out. And Matt's like, don't worry about it. You're fine. But then they sent me a video reference the night because it was Tonight You Belong to Me, which is not easy.
Yeah.
And so I had to figure that out. And then we just did a Muppet Show special, and I had to do Floyd. And whenever I have a puppet with an instrument, I second guess it like crazy because I don't know. My partner plays guitar.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, okay, well, if I can just if I can remember what he does,
yes,
kind of, sort of,
that's wild.
And then like Itzhak Perlman was there.
It's insane.
Crazy.
It's insane. It's like a dream. Where
it is like a dream.
Itzhak Perlman was there. Whoopi showed up at some point.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing. Whoopi and I were doing a lot at this time together.
Yeah.
We did a lot of work. So it was good. She was at that point. It was just like, oh, Whoopi's back. Hey, how you doing?
And Whoopi's down.
Patti LaBelle was wearing bunny slippers right here. She's wearing pink bunny slippers. And she was a hoot.
Yeah.
She was a hoot because I went to go, she brought her whole family. And so Elmo went to go like talk to her kids and stuff.
That's great.
And she was so kind. She really took a liking to me and Warwick Brownlow Pike, who plays Gonger. For some reason, she attached herself to the both of us. And she started singing New Attitude to us.
Oh, wow.
Expecting us to like sing the next verse. And she's just going, I got my new shoes, new hat. And she's holding our hands in a circle. And I'm going, I don't know the lyrics.
No.
I don't know the lyrics. Thank God.
Yeah.
I did something, but we were expected to sing it back to her.
Amazing.
But she was the coolest. I fell in love with her that day. It was really fun.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
There's another guy with glasses.
What's his name? Nobel Price? Is that who that is?
It's probably adjacent to him.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do, there's a very obscure character that I think is very funny because he's so dry. There's a character called Herbert Birdsfoot.
Oh, sure.
That I've staked my claim on him. I'm like, when he comes back, I am playing him. Yes. Because he's so dry. And they were gonna build him for this, but they were missing some pieces.
Sure.
But that's probably why they dressed him that way, because he's similar.
It's close enough. Yeah, it's his brother.
Yeah.
Grover's so funny.
He's the best.
Have you seen the new NECAs, the action?
Yeah, I was
Sherlock
talking
Hemlock one is
Sherlock Hemlock's great. I was talking to the licensing team a little bit to kind of help them with some with that work, and they're doing great work.
I love that they're going like semi-obscure.
They're going hard.
It's cool,
and they're going to continue to go hard.
That's great.
Which is fun because that's the stuff that people want.
Of course,
you know.
And if you're buying a $40 action figure,
if you're buying a $40,
you want
action
Frazzle.
Figure, yes,
you want Frazzle.
The demographic is clear, and these people want Frazzle.
Yes. I don't get to talk about Frazzle enough in my.
Frazzle's another one that we ask about him all the time, but they I think there's some issue with him where he's a
little scary.
I think they're concerned that he's a little too scary because Marty's desperate to do Frazzle.
Sure.
He's like the perfect person to play that character.
Yeah. So are you ready for 60? We're coming up on 60, I guess.
It is coming up.
What is it now?
We're going to go into our 56th season is premiering this month. No, November.
Okay.
And we start shooting 57 in the summer probably.
Cool.
Of this coming year.
Cool.
They've kind of, now that we're with Netflix, they've kind of broken up. They do blocks instead of seasons, so I don't exactly know how it all falls, but
sure.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be here before we know it. It's crazy to think that this was already,
What was your first anniversary special? 35 maybe?
I'm trying to think. I mean, it may have been this. Because I'm not remembering a 40th
I don't
special.
think so.
But maybe they did one and I wasn't there for it.
Yeah.
I probably was this. If I
Wild.
have to remember. And, it was kind of not a... This was a big old deal for them,
Sure.
right? They didn't really do things on this scale.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And this is right before COVID stuff.
It was right before COVID.
Yeah. Did they ship stuff to you for COVID? Because you guys did a lot during COVID.
Yeah, so we all had a small Muppet workshop in our house.
That's crazy.
Everybody had their characters.
Yeah.
And...
Did they send you cameras or did you just do it on your
No,
phones?
well, they sent us phones and tripods and sound systems and stuff. Sure. So they kind of set us up with a studio for our house.
Okay.
But yeah, we shot everything on phones and it was very difficult, like lighting for green screen or blue screen when you've got 2 feet of depth.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
And here's everybody. There's Fran. Fran Brill's on the right side. And she didn't want to puppeteer because she felt, which made a lot of sense. She's like, Prairie and Zoe are not my characters anymore.
Yeah.
I want the people who play them to play them, but I want to be there. And then at some point, Carol Spinney and Debbie come in as well, which was really
it's very nice,
meaningful that they were there.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild how much has changed since this came out.
Stephanie DeBruzzo tells a funny story about how she's right under Patti LaBelle doing Prairie Dawn, and her hair was getting in her face because she was doing Prairie Dawn and another puppet. So Patti LaBelle pulled her hair back and put it in a ponytail, and she just screams, "Patti LaBelle is putting my hair in a ponytail." It's really funny. There's a shot in here somewhere of all the classic characters that we kind of had to fight for. I remember they were not keen because this was a very busy shoot. Sure. Right? Like we didn't have a lot of time to shoot a lot of material. Sure. And so Warwick and Matt kind of put us in charge of like team classic characters after a couple days. He's like, you guys just handle this. And so we're like, well, they got to come in at the end. They have to show up somewhere because that's going to be meaningful to the people it's meaningful to. And I remember going up to the executive producer at the time and the director, and they're like, if you can do it in 2 minutes, we'll do it. So we got one shot at it. Yeah. So you can see when it comes, I remember watching a playback. Don Music is shaking violently because I have so much energy, and I'm calling out the choreography. I'm going, right, left, right. And we had literally 30 seconds to do it.
I mean, but it's so good that it exists.
I was really proud of it being in there because I thought we can't do a 50th and not do this for people who have stuck with this show.
Yeah. There's Debbie and
Carol. Yeah. Oh, God.
I know.
Oh, God.
I know.
It's so sweet.
Yeah. So Stephanie's probably the ex too. That's my guess.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Mr. Johnson. A king. We stand a king, Mr. Johnson.
Yes, we do. Mr. Johnson has a whole life that may never be told. We have a long story about Mr. Johnson.
Here's what I'll say. If they ever do another Sesame movie,
it
should be a Mr. Johnson focused movie.
I think you know people to pitch to.
I'm ready.
The Mr. Johnson movie. There it is. Look at him.
Oh my God, he's going insane.
Too much.
You're lucky that wig stayed on.
That's too much. But I was very happy that we got everybody in there.
And it's Biff and Sully. You got
Biff and Sully.
Yeah. I mean, this is amazing.
It's great.
It's like the good nights at the 50th SNL.
Yes.
Just like everybody's there.
That is what it felt like.
Yeah.
They started popping the balloons, and Patti LaBelle did not like that. She was not a fan of the balloons popping. But yeah, so great. Well, Whoopi. And then we did a picture. Fran, I got all of Fran's puppets out. I asked the Wranglers. I said, can you get all the characters she's played and bring them out so we can get a picture? Because she never had a photo with all of her characters.
Sure.
And, it was nice to be able to do those things for this.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's so great.
That's so the great. Special.
Yeah. It's nice that the Count gets sent it too. I'm a big Count guy.
Yes, me too. Love the Count.
Is it, I mean, when you're doing scenes with like Snuffy, are you all scared that you're just going to get stepped on?
No, but what will happen sometimes is Marty will eat you.
Oh, sure.
Snuffy will eat you if he's just feeling like, who am I going to mess with today?
Yeah.
And I've been eaten by him a few times when I'm just sat on the floor. Or he'll whip his Snuffle. He actually, once we were doing a scene where Elmo and Snuffy had to do a dance. Yeah. and he was whipping the Snuffle back and forth so hard that he knocked my glass during a take. He knocked my glasses off of my face and they flew across the studio. And that's the take they bought.
Great. I mean, one of the disconcerting things, and people have talked about this, so I don't feel like I'm speaking out of school, with Snuffy, is that he's so big, you can't get him in and out.
Correct. He's hung from the ceiling, basically, because he's so big.
Yes. It is wild. Seeing them in real life, between Snuffy and Big Bird, you're like, they're so much bigger than I thought they would be.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Snuffy in particular. Oh, this was one of those celebrity car wash things.
Yes, we're watching the version there's a few versions of the special. This one has all the celebrity.
It does.
It's got a few things at the end where it's talking about their favorite memories. It's only a few minutes.
That's cool. Yeah, this was an LA thing, and this was the thing that Paul F. Tompkins came to. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's great. Is there anyone left that you want to get on the show that has not been on?
Paul McCartney.
Yeah. That feels like that should have happened.
I know.
Have any Beatles been on?
Nope.
That's wild.
Nope.
Get Ringo in there.
Ringo. Hey, you know what? Ringo, yes.
Get
absolutely.
Ringo.
Let's get Ringo. Ringo and Oscar, I feel like, is a very easy bit to write.
McCartney lives in New York. Like, he's around. That feels like
he's the one person I've not worked with that I'm like, ooh, if I could work with him, that would be great. Because everybody has done the show.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
But he's the one.
That's interesting. Yeah, a lot of fun people for this.
Yes. I mean, they managed to get a ton of people, and we did it over we probably got like 30 or 40 celebrities in this thing. And to get it, we shot for months to get everybody's, for their availability and everything.
It's so wild to me because Alan still feels like the new guy.
Oh, funny, yeah.
But he's been there so long at this point.
Right. And he actually, no, that's not right. Chris Knowing started the year.
Also feels like the new guy to me.
Yeah, I think he started the year before or after I did.
Yeah.
Which does feel new to me.
Sure.
I mean, 20 years. It's that thing where, like, if you say you've worked on Sesame Street for 20 years, you're like, oh, well, you just got here. Like you are new.
How long until you started Elmo from when you got there?
It was probably, it was 20. I started in 2005 and Elmo was 2012, 2013.
Okay.
So it was a good long while.
Yeah.
But
it was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it.
It was worth hanging around.
It was worth hanging around for.
It is one that, like, there are a lot of people though who have been on that show forever.
Mm-hmm.
And don't have a main character, but they like doing the one-offs. They like doing the, the right hands and stuff like that.
Exactly. I mean, it's the kind of job that, why would you leave? Oh, this was the other, I think they were hoping to get Stevie Wonder too. And it just didn't work out. I remember being very excited about the possibility. He was going to do this again.
That's cool.
But I think he was on tour or something like that. That kid. See that, when you asked me, what do I miss about Sesame Street?
Yes.
That kid.
Yes.
Right? I love it. I love this whole, they're just unhinged. They're just kids. They're not being told what to do.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume most of them were probably not actors.
No,
Very
very rarely.
They just got kids.
Yeah, exactly. Or it was, a crew member's niece or something.
Yeah.
Lucy Liu is great. I did a lot of stuff with her too. And we did the Kennedy Center together.
Uh-huh.
And all I remember from that is she had this beautiful hand painted dress with a train, and I just carried her train everywhere she went.
Great.
I was happy to do it because she looked so beautiful, and the floors were filthy. You know what I mean? It's a stage and it's not clean. But yeah, she was really excited. She was one of the people most excited to do Sesame Street. She did an episode with us, and she was crying every 10 minutes. She's like, "I can't believe where I am."
It's I mean, when you get those people, it you know that it's a moment that they're never going to forget.
Correct.
Which I feel like has to not weigh on you, but you're like, I gotta be on my game all the time because like they're always gonna remember this.
Absolutely.
There are things from when I was a kid. I went 3 times, I think. And there are things that like my grandma who went with us will be like, remember when they said this one thing? And I'm like, no.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Right.
But that's amazing that you remember
it's amazing that you do.
One-off joke that Marty said 20 years ago.
Right.
Yeah. How are you good at lip syncing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You mean just like lip syncing to a track?
Like a track, to like a song or something?
Yeah. It's one of those second nature things that does just end up happening.
Sure. Do you have to listen to it a bunch beforehand, or you're just like,
really.
I just remember it? Yeah.
The only time it's hard is if you're doubling for someone and you've not heard it.
Sure.
Right? Because luckily we have the luxury of we record it like a day or two before,
Yeah.
and then like the minute you hear it again, you're like, I remember exactly what I did. But it is hard if you're doing it for somebody else.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that you kind of have to be great at.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you probably won't
stick
around,
Sure.
you know? Oh, there she is. So that was when we did the Holly Robinson Pete. That was the time she came to do
That's
the Roosevelt thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people in
here.
here. Sheer, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kate McKinnon was awesome. She
was funny? Really?
No, she was not
take.
funny at all. She was miserable and difficult to work with. No, she was really, we just riffed. She was another one. We did the episode we were supposed to do, but then we also just riffed for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Well, this was so fun. Thank you for doing it.
It was fun. I'm happy to see it again.
Yeah, it's a good special.
It's good.
I think you get a lot of stuff. A lot of times anniversary shows are just clip shows.
Yes.
And this is not one of those.
Yeah,
and I think that's nice.
Absolutely. And they, I like the nods here to the animation.
Yeah.
They really tried to represent each part of the show.
Yeah.
However they could, which I appreciated. They didn't necessarily have to do that. I don't know who that lady is, but somebody does. Someone does. I know who that guy is. I remember that guy. This is one of those specials. Like, hey, remember that guy? Yeah. Look, it's that guy.
Dick Maitland. Shout out Dick Maitland. Shout out. I saw Andrew Moriarty in here.
Yes, Andrew
my
Moriarty.
Former boss when I was interning there.
Oh, really?
It was right when he had started.
I love Andrew. He's my buddy.
Yeah.
He's a great one for he really is a champion for this kind of material.
Yeah.
To get like the fan-facing stuff. And he's a nerd. Like, so he just knows the stuff. Well.
Yeah. I remember one of our things was we had to help make a character encyclopedia for the internal stuff.
Right.
And he was like, just go deep.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. Go real deep. And it was like, all right, here we go.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. What a fun show.
Yeah. And we're ending in perfect time because there's very loud construction starting.
So I recorded here yesterday, and they did not tell me that was going to happen, and it was going the entire first episode, and I was like, well.
Did they tell you today?
Nope.
Okay. Well, at least they're consistent.
This is what you get when it's $15 an hour.
Yeah, right?
That's what happens.
If you paid the 20.
Yes. No construction. They'll pay off the guys outside with that extra $5.
Right.
There they go.
There they go. This credit sequence is almost done.
We did it.
And I play him too now.
Oh, wow.
I play the typewriter. So we'll close it on that.
A great brag. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
It was great.
Yeah.
You jealous?
No, I haven't really listened to it yet. We're recording this before I listened to it, but am jealous, kind of. Did he bring Elmo to the recording?
No.
Yeah. Did you keep looking around for him? Like,
is he under the table? Where is he?
Yeah,
is he over in the corner? Yeah. No, he's not over there.
Is he Elmo-like in personality at all?
I mean, he's charming and nice and sweet and cool and talented and funny, and I think those are all Elmo things. He hates rocks.
Oh, he does.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me tell you my Elmo story real quick.
Okay, here we go.
And then you have to tell me your favorite memory of watching Sesame Street.
Okay.
So I was at Mel's Diner in Sherman Oaks with my son and my wife, and Bobby Moynihan was at San Diego Comic-Con, one of me and Patrick's favorite people.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I was with him.
Okay, well, thanks for
at this. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
So he put up a picture of him with all the Muppets, and then he sent me the pictures that he didn't put up.
Yeah.
And I texted him back, could you have Elmo call me real quick? And I put my phone down.
Yeah.
I was talking to my wife and my kid and thinking in my head how neither of them were as cool as Bobby at this point. And my phone started ringing, and I didn't know the number. It had a New York, a certain New York area. And I was like, who's calling me on a Saturday afternoon? And my wife goes, it's going to be Elmo.
Yeah.
And she's like, of course Bobby asked him to do it. And I go, no, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. And I let them go to machine, and it was about a minute call from Elmo.
Oh my God.
Saying that he had important things to talk to me about, and Bobby told me to call him, and he actually seemed a little annoyed that I didn't pick up. So I still have it, and if I can find it, we can put it at, well, maybe in the Patreon can listen to it. So that's it. So thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Elmo.
That's very funny.
I'm glad I didn't pick up though, because then I would have had an awkward conversation instead
and
of
now
that.
you have this for all time. They were at San Diego Comic-Con. It was the 50th anniversary. It was that year, and they were doing a live show at San Diego Comic-Con. And I was working, so I couldn't go to the live show. But somehow, I don't know how I did this. I got off in time, and Bobby said, "Come down to this venue," and I sat in for the rehearsal.
So cool.
And they sing. I have a video of him holding the phone singing. Can you tell me how to get Sesame Street with like Grover and Elmo and the Count? I think.
Wow.
And I'm in the background, and they all like point and start talking to me at some point. It's It's a crazy video.
That's a dream. Bobby Moynihan, special guy. Elmo, special monster.
Special monster.
Okay, favorite Sesame Street memory and go.
Of just, I guess yours
Watching
isn't
it.
just. Of just watching it.
That's a kid. Did you ever see it?
Yeah, never seen it. Weirdly, I just remember like watching it in my parents' bedroom on like a snow day.
Oh, I fell asleep.
You know what I mean?
Story so boring.
Yeah, sorry. It's not a really exciting story, but I was like so into it at that point. It was like I probably was more into Sesame than the Muppets at a certain age.
Right.
You know?
Right. Sure. Yeah.
And then it became something that I talk about this a lot, but like I interned there and I got to work there, and it was like a crazy.
Oh, that's probably more special than watching it.
For sure. That's why I was like having trouble coming up with something. But getting to go visit the set when I was like 12 was rad, you know, and it was a dream come true for a child, you know.
Not exactly the question I asked, but I mean that was fine.
Thank you.
See, mine was when I was a kid. Cookie Monster said, "Let's play hide and seek," and I hid behind my mom's easy chair. And Cookie Monster said, "Are you hiding behind that chair?" And as a kid, like 2 or 3,
blows your mind.
Blew my mind.
Yeah,
and then I love the Sesame Street arc where they go to Hawaii to find the mountain shaped like Snuffy.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I remember every day I couldn't wait to see if they found it, and they did find it.
Spoilers.
No, sorry, they did.
We're doing that next week with Snuffy.
What?
We're doing that episode next
Who
week
is?
with Snuffy. We are.
What day is that?
Snuffy's coming here
What
next
day
week.
is that?
I think he's here all week.
No, but what day are we recording?
Every day.
Oh my god.
Snuffy is coming to my apartment.
He's not real?
Well, you're an adult now.
What do
forgot.
you mean? Yeah. I'm a businessman. Great episode, Patrick.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening.
Join our Patreon and get amazing prizes, including Sesame Street related prizes.
There is Sesame Street related prizes.
Good ones.
Yeah, patreon.com/commentary. You can go check it out. You could join for literally $1 a month, and that would make me so happy.
Patrick will give you a back massage.
If you spend $1 and you are in the Los Angeles area and you drive to my neighborhood, I will not give you my address. I will come and give you a back massage at a restaurant of your choice.
That's the creepiest thing in the world.
You offered it up.
I know, but you went along with it.
Sure, $1. $1
if you join the $10 one?
I won't.
No. If you join the $10 one, I'll tell you which celebrity demanded a foot rub before they recorded one of the movies I worked on. And I didn't do it, and they were surprised that I wouldn't. But someone did. I'll tell you all about it in person.
Was it Stuart?
I'll tell you. I will tell you who it is. I will
never
get on
heard
the
this
phone
story.
and I will call you and I will tell you who it is.
What tier is that?
The middle one.
$10?
Yeah, $10.
Okay. Okay.
I have pictures of it, but I can't show you.
Oh
I'll
my
show
goodness.
Patrick though.
All right, we got to get out of here. This is crazy.
This is all true.
Bye, Brian.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Hey That's Me, a commentary podcast. This has been a That Was Just So Funny production. Your hosts have been Brian Lynch and Patrick Hotner. Music was by Alex Peabody, and our art was by Abigail Noy. You can find out more about the show by going to heythat'smepod.com and checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/commentary. If you've enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Please tell your friends about this show.